welcome so much. It's so nice to be back here again. This is Vivian Buana and this is Shonamoyo, where we talk, share, and empower. Before I go ahead, have you watched our previous episodes? Have you been catching up? Because we've been going on a beautiful, beautiful journey. Again, if you don't know why I'm doing what I am doing, please make sure you watch the first episode that we had. I talk about who Shonamoyo is and why I'm doing Shonamoyo and why we are here today. Why do we need to talk and why do we need to share and why do we need to empower? So make sure you follow up on all our episodes. Do not miss any single one, because it's gonna be amazing. You're gonna learn a lot. Now, we have been talking about love. It's been the month of love, hasn't it been? And it's still continuing. I mean, masiku hazijaisha bado. So the month of love is still going on. People have been having a lot of fun, dressing up, looking cute, going out, and all these beautiful things that are involved in love. But I also feel like there's a branch of people we may have skipped in this season of love. And who is this branch of people? There's a branch of people who are actually experiencing heartbreak. Maybe they have just discovered, oh my God, I am not the only one in this relationship. There is someone else and they're experiencing that kind of pain. And then there's a group of people who feel, this isn't working out, it's been real, I gotta move on. And they're breaking up. And then there's a group of people who, due to whatever reason, it could have been mutual, it could have been one party, but breakups do happen. And we cannot live our lives pretending that has not happened in this season of love, in this month of love, especially in the month of love. People discover a lot of things in a month of love because of expectations that are put out. And then when these expectations are not met, there's a lot of probing, and then they realize, this is why my expectations were not met, because there was someone else, or because maybe we don't connect, or because this is not working out, or whatever reason that breakup exists. And so the question then is, what is the best way to actually move on in terms of a breakup? I remember one season where I was experiencing a breakup and I was in so much pain. And one of the agenda I had in my heart was to prove that I'm doing well, I'm doing fine. I don't need you, I'm okay without you. And so I went on taking photos and posting on social media on how I was having fun and how it was an amazing season and how it was beautiful. But deep inside, I would go back to the house and I would cry. I would cry. And then I used to watch, I love Friends. I don't know if anyone out there loves the series Friends. There's a series called Friends, and I used to watch Friends a lot. And I used to get to an episode where this couple always breaks up. It's one of those couples that they make up and break up all the time. Ross and Rachel. And so I would always get to that point and I'd feel like, oh my God, I understand Rachel. Oh my God, I understand Ross. It was so tough and I would cry. I would refuse to eat. It was so hard. But then when I leave, I have to post social media. My friend Nico Sawa, I'm doing well. I'm okay without you. Then the question was that probably the best way to handle that kind of breakup? Was I doing the most? Also, kuna hiyo option ya revenge. Ulinifanyia hivi, utaona. Let's go online. Let's tarnish his name. Let's look for his friends or her friends. Let's tarnish their names. Let's do this. Let's cause chaos in their relationship. And we cause chaos. We just bring trauma to someone. And again, is that the best way to handle breakup? Is that the best way? But even as we think about what is the best way to handle a breakup, one of the things we need to be sure about, and this I can tell you for a fact, breakups are not the easiest things. It is not. Because one thing that is happening is that you are moving away from somebody who was so close in your life for a long period of time. And this, even I'm talking about toxic relationship. Sometimes we wonder why people are in toxic relationships and when they break up, they feel the need to, cry about it. Let me tell you, my friend, a breakup is a breakup and a breakup pain is breakup pain. And once you acknowledge that there is something that was usual and was normal and now it no longer is, that is the first step towards healing. Once you acknowledge that there is a difference and there is a change that has happened, that is the first step. And this is the season where you would like to introspect and ask yourself, what did I do wrong what did I do right? And most of the time, I always want to say, it's not even about what did I do right or what did I do wrong. One of the things I love about introspection is you get to look at yourself and ask yourself, what kind of person am I? Because if you always look at what did I do wrong and what did I do right, you will end up moving into the next relationship with things that you need to do right and things that you need to do wrong. But then, how do I become a better person? How do I grow myself? How am I making myself a better person? This is the season where you look at yourself. Why am I saying look at yourself? You need to build your person. Most of us walk on this earth and we don't even realize who you are. Do you know your identity? Do you know who you are? Do you even know the things? I know we talked about love languages the other time, but do you even know the things that make you happy? Or you just bump onto them accidentally? Are you intentional about finding out about yourself? Because most of the time when we are told, talk about yourself, what are some of the things we say? Is it, oh my God, I love red. Or I love going to the beach. But really, who are you? Who are you as a person? And this is the season where you get to introspect and look at yourself and better yourself. This is the season where you want to go and look for knowledge and grow yourself. Acknowledge that you are going through something and then choose to work on yourself. How does working on yourself look like? Let me tell you, by there, I know most of the time when we think about breakup, we don't think about therapy. But imagine do take therapy. Do take therapy, not necessarily even just because of course you want to cry. It's okay to cry. Please make sure you cry because it's important. When you bottle up the feelings, at some point it's gonna explode, and it's not gonna explode in a nice way, and it will not explode on the people that you don't like. It will explode on the people who are closest to you because they're the ones who are experiencing it. So please find someone, talk to someone. We cannot keep keeping things inside us, because when we do that, then we end up not being our authentic self. Like I said before, there's nothing amazing than being known. There's nothing amazing like being known. When you're known, you will know everyone around you will be able to identify, something is off. This person is not okay. They will know exactly what they need to do. So make sure in this season, you are surrounding yourself with people who actually do care for you. Number 3, build yourself. Don't focus on what could I have done right. Don't focus on what could I have done wrong, because you will get into the next season of your life thinking about how you need to do things right. Focus on yourself. What kind of person are you? Who am I? And how am I building myself? Build the skills of who you are, so that by the time the next person finds you, they are able to find a well person, somebody who's wholesome. They're able, you're able even to tell them this is who I am. And then you also make sure that traumas from the past relationship do not affect your next relationship, because let me tell you, we enter the next relationship with baggages from the last relationship. And the sad part is always the person you're in the relationship with is suffering consequences of the other person's bad relationship. The other person's choices, wrong choices, or the things they did to you, you want to revenge on this new person who has no idea what this other person did to you, but that's what they are experiencing. And so you're in a whole bubble that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't, and the person doesn't deserve it. In relation to that, such things can actually cause trauma. In the next month of March, we will be talking about trauma. So many of us, now trauma is a word that is quite common. In the past, it wasn't very much. But people are coming to the realization that there is something called trauma, and there's a way it is affecting our lives. But then we also have quite a number of us who have a misconception of what exactly trauma is. So in the next month, we are talking about trauma. What is trauma? What kinds of trauma exist? How do we handle trauma? Trauma can be caused by very many things, and we will talk about this in our first episode in March. So please make sure you sign up. Please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you follow on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. Who are we? Shonamoyo, where we talk, share, and empower. And if you'd like to come and share your story, also please let us know what you would like to come and share. Given that we're talking about trauma, please feel free to share your story. We would love to host you. We would love to have a conversation with you. We would love to give you the space to empower someone who could be going through the exact same thing you're going through and they don't know a way out. So see you next Friday, same place, same time with me, Vivian Buana. Bye.